Javon down for.
Where you come from?
Denham.
Yo, where am I do? Sleep here, say, post hole, turn around, make you see your bum buck, lad.
Drive and run. Alright, your phone no ID now,
Welcome back to MyView TV, the people's platform, the home of undiluted news, reviews, updates, and your daily dose of entertainment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in here to cheer for me. Everything what you see up, my natural talent. Let me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple, me.
Well, go on, my people. Hope everybody doing okay. Hope everybody doing all right. Word for today: God said patience and faith bring His promise to pass. Delay doesn't mean denial. Be patient; it will happen. Anyway, people, we don't know our operation on this platform go already. I say this platform, I mean our platform. Public service announcement now. I know our stance on this already. You wagwan. No. The police are warning the public that it is an offense to share videos depicting children involving in sexual act. The warning comes as the police say they have noted several videos being shared on social media platforms since last week. A long time it have gone, still you understand, but hold it come out last week. Persons are being warned. Listen and listen. You understand? No operation got ready. Persons are being warned not to share these videos, and if they are sent to you, delete them immediately and advise the sender to do the same. The Child Pornography Prevention Act and the Child Care and Protection Act and the Cybercrime Act of 2015 are some of the laws under which persons may be charged if they are found in possession of such videos or if it can be proven that they have shared the video at any time. Instead of sharing these videos, persons who may be able to assist investigators are encouraged to contact the local police, SH0CKER at 876-926-4079 or 119 police emergency number. People, do the right thing. Me I tell you no, do the right thing. I know over our platform already. We not deal with nothing of that type of nature. You understand? And we're going to keep it this way. Anyway, let's move on. Another teen girl is now in the center of criminal investigation in a case involving the suspected theft of cables belonging to one of the country's major telephone companies. Yeah, man. How select them percent up for this little girl? I may be honest, I don't know. The little thiefing girl and two little thiefing boy was arrested in an operation on the AGR Byfield Highway in St. Anne's. Report from the St. Anne's Bay Police that at about 3 a.m. a police team was on patrol when they observed a motor truck and a Nissan Tina motor car parked on the roadway. The team went to investigate. Upon their approach, one man entered a motor car and attempted to drive away, but the motor car was intercepted. With some bullet. You understand? Bullet should have reached it. Following investigation, it was revealed that more than 100 feet of cables were cut from the area. The teen girl and the two drivers who should be dead, yes people, them should have dead, were arrested and the vehicles were seized. Anyway, me I go keep on posted on that. Hold on there now people. Remember me tell you so me now go back down at the PC bank, which where all of the drama take place. But apparently, me have to go back down there. You understand? And we're going to talk to Carlos Russell. But before Carlos come talk to you, I can tell someone something. Don't want nobody come and message me. And I call down my phone and tell me about, yo, my view, you need to apologize because that man they never did it. See him turning himself there, say, yo, we not put out him picture and I thought about him was a part of the gang robbery. Him never did out there. Hold on, man. You know see me put out nobody picture and say, nobody did out there. Me always tell you no. I rather come with the news late and correct than early and it's incorrect. You understand? So me no run down breaking news. Me usually fling buckle and broke buckle, but guess what? Me have to stop because buckle get expensive. So here wagwan now, my people. I don't have one of the eyes them where you can see criminal under them mask. Me not have one of them eye them people, so I don't want to come cuss me and come blame me. You understand? Anyway, Carlos, come on tell the people them wagwan. How will you think one?
Don't have much incident of crime, but area is being affected like most areas with migration of criminals. We are seeing where persons are taking up residence, persons with criminal background. It was confirmed that the male seen individual was in fact a man of unsound mind. He did indeed had the bottom half of a fire hose that he held in a position like a gun. I cannot confirm if he was making sounds with his mouth sounding like gunshots, but he was advancing to the gunmen, and appeared as if they thought it was a man with a firearm attacking them, and they fled.
I think people are confused by the shots being fired on the compound of the PC Bank. It would appear as if...
Yeah, those shots were being fired from the men who were retreating.
I have nothing more to say on this topic, so we can move on. Oh, no, look, waste of time, police now. Phone the time. Big and full. Me can't believe. Look at them a boy here. And them alive. Why is it that them a boy here alive? You come in like you have social media page I run to, you want views and likes. Them a boy here forget slap way and the friend way run away. Only a matter of time before him go up on the road, go thief again, and I get the chance to dirt him too. And sister now hear that. People if you know me I talk about, and them a boy from Denham town. Look on them now.
Where you come from? Yo, where am I do? Sleep here, sleep. Post soul, turn around, make you see your bum buck, lad.
Alright, your phone no ID. People a long time me a tell say the police them nah no sense. You understand? The police them must pick up criminals for carry behind bars to go name taxpayers' money. And then to top off all of that. By the time them go somewhere and see the Chief Justice, I wrote them a go. And that them and they all go everybody. And speaking of the Chief Justice, we need to go down to Supreme Court right now. Clansman, one done, trial, update. Here we go on now. More man a look for come on road.
The Clansman gang trial resumed today after a week-long adjournment. The prosecution began its response to no-case submissions.
The prosecution in the Clansman gang trial may be having a hard time planting their arguments as they share their responses to no case to answer submissions. The proceedings on Monday began with the prosecution insisting on holding alleged leader of the one-don faction of the Clansman gang, Andre Blackman Bryan, on count 20, the murder of an unknown person in St. Catherine. The incident took place at a Popular Hardware in 2018. According to witness testimony, Blackman was displeased that not enough persons were being killed. When asked by fellow accused gangster Ted Prince what should be done, Blackman reportedly replied, "Nyam food." Blackman's lawyer posited that there was not enough evidence to prove that the man had died. However, on Monday, the prosecution said the body which was left there had to be removed by a man. That fact should indicate that he had indeed died. However, Chief Justice Brian Sykes was not buying the argument. He said that a naked assertion from a witness may not be enough evidence. He says he found it remarkable that a murder could happen on a major thoroughfare with no witnesses or police evidence or even a post-mortem available, all of which would at least prove that the body exists. The prosecution says there were police officers who processed the scene. They admit they did not ask them to testify as the lawmen were no longer in the JCF, an explanation that Sykes rejected. The rest of the responses were met with similar inquiries from the judge. Responses were also provided for Tomrick Taylor, Daniel McKenzie, Kevon Green, Khalifa Williams, Michael Whiteley, and Pete Miller.
The prosecution submitted that the one-don faction of the St. Catherine-based gang has a structure and members with defined roles surrounding a common purpose, that of carrying out criminal activities. The prosecution made submissions in relation to defendants Tomrick Taylor, alias Fancy Ras, Daniel McKenzie, alias Biggs, Kevon Green, the brother of the alleged gang leader Andre Blackman Bryan, and others. The prosecution tried to prove that Taylor was part of the criminal organization based on evidence given by a former gangster turned state witness. They tried submitting an unindicted offense of conspiracy to murder of a man called Dooley. The purported gang leader allegedly gave the order to have Dooley killed. According to the witness, Taylor and other gangsters collected guns and drove to a section of Red Hills Road in St. Andrew to carry out the killing. Justice Sykes asked if the Crown was only relying on this case to prove that Taylor was a member, to which the prosecutor answered yes and no, saying that other evidence exists that puts Taylor in the company of other gangsters. The witness described Taylor as a shooter for the gang. Chief Justice Sykes highlighted that there is a difference between association and membership. With regards to defendant Kevon Green, he was described by the witness as a top-tier member of the gang who took orders from his brother to, quote, get gunshots, end quote. The witness further stated that Green, quote, had talk over all the dons, end quote. But Green's lawyer argued that he's only in court because of his relationship with Brian. The prosecution
Court resumes on Tuesday at 11 a.m.